Students, in the previous class we discussed about the nature of moral judgment, and today we will take up a new topic, that is moral and non-moral actions. Then today we have to know what is the distinction between moral action and what is non-moral action, and which actions are under the moral judgment. Only the moral actions are under the moral judgment. So there is a distinction between moral and non-moral actions, and we have to know what is non-moral actions and what is non-moral action. Here the word moral is used in a wider sense. In a wider sense, it is used in the sense of either right or wrong. The word moral means that in which moral quality is present. Moral quality means the rightness or wrongness is present. If moral quality is not present, it is not to be considered as a moral action. And let us see on the other side, what is non-moral action then? The word non-moral means that which is devoid of moral quality. If moral quality is not present, that is moral action. That is not moral action, that is non-moral action. This is the introduction. Now from this part of discussion, what we know is that if the action is present, moral quality, then that is moral action. And if the action is not present, if moral quality is not present in the action, then it is non-moral action. Then from the previous discussion also we have known that all actions are not moral judgment. Only the voluntary and habitual actions are of the rational persons are objects of moral judgment. And we cannot speak of the phenomena of nature. We cannot speak of the phenomena of nature as moral or immoral. We cannot say it. Say actions or activities, there are many catastrophe, devastations, many problems and difficulties we face in our life, we experience in our life, which is created by the phenomena of the nature. We have faced many catastrophes. We have faced many devastations in this earth, on this earth. The devastation created by hurricanes, floods, earthquakes, volcanoes, we experienced. But these actions are either moral or neither moral nor immoral, because these are not normal actions. The actions of the inanimate things, events of the nature, are beyond the pale of the moral judgment. The actions of animals are neither moral nor immoral, because animals have no reason. They cannot decide where they cannot decide what is right or what is wrong. Such discriminations cannot be done by the animals. Therefore, their actions are neither moral nor non-moral. Then again, let us see, like the actions or activities of the animals, actions of the children we see, actions of the ancient persons, actions of the ancient persons, actions of the idiots. But these actions are incapable of reflection and discrimination. Then these actions, what kind of actions? Done by children, the actions done by insane persons, the actions done by idiots. These actions are incapable of reflection and discrimination. Then they are devoid of moral quality. These are also considered under the normal actions. These are not considered under the normal actions. Therefore, these actions are non-moral actions. They are devoid of moral quality. Then, again, let us see. There are some actions also we come across in our life. Actions done under coercion, by using force or by threatening. Some people are made to do some actions. Those actions are devoid of moral quality, and those actions are treated as non-moral. Then another actions we heard, the actions of the hypnotic suggestions, the actions under hypnotic suggestions, and these actions are also non-moral because they are not the normal actions. And again, there are actions under the pressure of the irresistible complexes are non-moral actions. They are devoid of moral quality. Therefore, these actions are non-moral actions. And again, let us see. Say we can take up some more examples of the activities. Say, let us see non-voluntary actions of sane human adults. We are sane human adults. But if our actions are non-voluntary, if an action I have done, if it is non-voluntary, then that is non-moral actions. Therefore, it is said that non-voluntary actions of sane human adults are non-moral. Like this, there are many actions, there are many activities, say reflex actions, random actions, instinctive actions, idiomotor actions, and spontaneous expressions of emotions, accidental actions. Many actions we have. Many actions we have seen. Many actions we experienced. These actions are devoid of moral quality and they belong to non-moral actions. So let us see what is reflex action. Whether it is voluntary or involuntary, let us see. Reflex action is produced by an automatic response. An action produced by an automatic response which does not require mental processing. That kind of activities, that kind of actions are known as reflex actions. These actions are done without our thinking process. So, before we have our thinking process, we committed that kind of actions. Then, those actions, what we call reflex actions, are non-moral actions. Likewise, instinctive actions or random actions. Say random actions are actions which are unplanned. The unplanned actions are known as random actions. These actions are also devoid of moral quality, therefore they are non-moral actions. And instinctive actions. What are the instinctive actions? Those actions or those activities driven by impulse, spontaneous, without thinking. These actions are instinctive actions. These instinctive actions, these actions which are done before we have our thinking process are non-moral actions, are devoid of moral qualities. Like this, ideomotor actions, spontaneous expressions of the emotions, and accidental actions are devoid of moral qualities. If the actions is devoid of moral quality, these actions belong to non-moral actions. So, the moral actions are those actions which have the moral qualities are present. The present of the moral qualities are there, then it is those actions are moral actions. So to some extent from this discussion you know what is the distinction between moral and non-moral action, and I will tell you the summary of this discussion. Then from this also you can grasp the points. The summary of moral and non-moral actions. Now let us see what the moral means. Here the word moral is used in a wider sense. It is used in the sense of either right or wrong. The word moral means that in which moral quality, rightness or wrongness is present. Then what the non-moral means? The word non-moral means that which is devoid of moral quality. For example, the involuntary actions of sane human beings. The actions of sane human the involuntary actions of sane human beings are non-moral. Which actions belong to moral actions? All actions are not objects of moral judgment. Only voluntary and habitual actions of rational persons are objects of moral judgment. We cannot speak of the phenomena of the nature. For example, hurricanes, floods, famines, earthquakes, etc. is either moral or immoral. Inanimate things and the events of nature are beyond the pale of moral judgment. Then now, actions under coercion, hypnotic suggestion, under pressure, whether they are immoral or moral. Actions done under coercion are non-moral if they cannot be resisted. Actions under hypnotic suggestions, which is irresistible, are non-moral. Actions under the pressure of irresistible complexes are non-moral. These are not normal actions and therefore devoid of moral quality. Actions of irrational being, whether the actions of irrational being are moral actions. The actions of animals also are neither moral nor immoral. Animals are devoid of reason and cannot discriminate between right and wrong, so their actions are non-moral. Actions of children, insane persons, and idiots who are not capable of reflection and discrimination are devoid of moral quality. Then let us see the non-moral actions, non-voluntary actions at last. The non-voluntary actions of sane human adults are non-moral. Say reflex action, random action, instinctive action, idiomotor action, spontaneous action, and accidental actions are devoid of moral quality and they belong to non-voluntary actions. Now for today, let us finish here.